Have you ever noticed someone who's obsessed with cats? Their phone is full of cat videos. They talk to their cat like it's their best friend. They'd rather stay home with their cat than go out with people. Some might call them weird or antisocial, but psychology says cat lovers have a very specific personality type, and it reveals a lot about their intelligence, emotional depth, and how they view relationships. Let's break down the real psychology behind people who love cats. 1. They value independence. Research in personality psychology shows that cat lovers tend to score higher in autonomy and self-sufficiency. Unlike dogs who demand constant attention and validation, cats are independent creatures, and that resonates with people who also value their personal space and freedom. They don't need someone clinging to them 24/7 to feel loved. They appreciate relationships that allow room to breathe. Cat lovers understand that love doesn't mean losing yourself. It means two independent beings choosing to share space, and that's a mature way to view connection. 2. Introverted but emotionally intelligent. Studies from Carroll University found that cat lovers are more likely to be introverts. But here's the thing. Being introverted doesn't mean they lack social skills. It means they recharge alone rather than in crowds. Cat lovers often have high emotional intelligence. They're observant, sensitive to body language, and excellent at reading subtle cues. Because cats don't communicate like dogs do, you have to pay attention to small signals, a flick of the tail, a slow blink. These people have learned to appreciate quiet communication, and that skill translates into their human relationships too. 3. They're comfortable with boundaries. Cats are notorious for setting boundaries. They come to you when they want affection. They walk away when they're done, and cat lovers respect that. Psychologically, this shows they understand consent and personal limits. They don't force connection. They don't take rejection personally. They know that just because someone needs space doesn't mean they don't care. This mindset makes them healthier in relationships because they don't guilt trip, manipulate, or demand constant reassurance. They trust that if someone wants to be there, they will be. 4. Highly creative and open-minded. Research published in the journal Anthrozoos found that cat owners score higher in openness to experience. That's a personality trait linked to creativity, curiosity, and unconventional thinking. Cat lovers are often artists, writers, musicians, or deep thinkers. They're drawn to things that are a little different, a little mysterious. Just like cats, they don't follow the crowd. They appreciate beauty in subtlety and find meaning in silence. Their minds work in ways that don't need constant noise or validation to feel fulfilled. 5. They're okay being alone. This isn't loneliness, it's solitude, and there's a big difference. Psychologists say people who prefer cats over dogs are often more comfortable with being by themselves. They don't fear silence or empty rooms. In fact, they need it to recharge and think clearly. Society often pressures people to always be social, always be busy, always be surrounded by others. But cat lovers reject that. They know that being alone doesn't mean you're lonely. It means you're at peace with your own company. And that's a level of self-awareness most people never reach. 6. Sensitive souls with deep empathy. Despite the stereotype that cat lovers are cold or detached, research shows the opposite. They're highly empathetic people who feel things deeply, but they protect their energy carefully. Cats are the same way. They're selective about who they trust, and cat lovers relate to that. They've likely been hurt before by people who took advantage of their kindness, so they create boundaries. They don't give their heart to just anyone. But when they do, it's real, it's loyal, and it's unconditional. They'd rather have one deep connection than a dozen shallow ones. So next time you meet someone who loves cats, don't assume they're just quirky animal lovers. They're likely introverted, emotionally intelligent, creative thinkers who value independence and understand the beauty of quiet connection. They don't need constant validation to feel loved, and they don't need to be around people 24/7 to feel whole. They've found peace in solitude, and honestly, that's something the world could learn from. If you love understanding the psychology behind everyday behaviors, hit subscribe. Because on this channel, we don't just observe people, we decode why they think, feel, and live the way they do.